There we go, okay. What is going on, everyone? It is Nerdy Live. I am your host, Nerdy John, broadcasting to you live from the Midwest. And today, we have a juicy story for you. Now, it's a story that, admittedly, people have already gone over in the past couple of days, but I want to give my input on the situation. So, in case you haven't heard of the situation yet, a gaming league has, well, they've been on some hot water recently because of some allegations that one of their former members has brought to light. And needless to say, not many people are happy about it. That being the case, I'm going to give my input on it. So, allow me to switch over. All right. And now we're going to be watching Keemstar's video. I'll mute the music for now because, you know, Keemstar's got his own music, but let's take a look at the situation.
What is up, Drama Alert Nation? I'm your host, Killer Keemstar. Let's get right into the news. Listen, we have a very, very heavy story for you today. Serious allegations. Look, this is a two-part thing. All right. First of all, we have a gentleman on the line, a young esport player, part of an esport organization that had SA happen to him. All right, you know what I'm referring to. It's so serious. There's a police report. There's an
You know
it's
bad when Keemstar has to censor himself.
There's a
Jesus.
big influencer being accused of doing this essay. But on top of it, he went to his esport organization, and it seems and it appears, based on the video that we're going to show you and based on the text conversation, that the esport organization was trying to actively discourage him.
They were actively discouraging him. Now, I'm sure you're wondering how. Well, let's continue watching.
From coming out with his story because it might put a negative light on their esport organization.
Which is very funny in hindsight.
You heard me right. So we got this entire story for you. On the line, we have Jeff. Jeff, what happened? How did you even end up in this scenario where SA allegedly took place?
So it started by Snapchatting. So we were basically Snapchatting. We got invited to like a party later that night. So they invited us over earlier.
Who were you Snapchatting?
Rafi.
Okay.
Rafi and Sir the Star.
Rafi and Sir the Star are popular influencers. I'll be honest, I've never heard about them till this story came out. If I remember correctly, though, these guys are more on the TikTok side of famous.
Okay, so Sir the Star, Rafi, you're Snapchatting them back and forth. They invite you over to their house, and you guys are all together supposed to go to a party, correct?
Yeah, we were gonna go to a party later that night.
So what happens when you get there?
We get there, the vibes are kind of weird. They say that they're drunk. They were acting like kind of drunk in the beginning.
First red flag.
And then my friend went to the bathroom because the vibes were already off. Like, you knew the vibes were already off. So he went to the bathroom, and he ended up being in the bathroom for like 20 minutes. So I'm just sitting there with both of them, and like, they were talking to me about brand deals and all this stuff. And like, you know, my brain, you know, like I feel manipulated and peer pressured. So I'm like, they're handing me the alcohol, so I'm obviously gonna take it. So I'm drinking the alcohol with them. They didn't drink it though. Like, they didn't.
Second red flag right here. Second red flag. They're purposefully, again, this is all alleged, but if these allegations, in these allegations, he is stating that they made themselves appear already drunk so that way they could convince him into drinking to the point where he would be excessively drunk.
They didn't. Let me make it clear. They acted like they were drunk already. They didn't drink one sip from that bottle at all.
So they didn't take a sip from that bottle, but they're peer pressuring you to drink. Now, keep in mind were they underage at the time?
Yeah.
So they're underage, you're underage. They're peer pressuring you to drink. You drink with them, and then what happens next? Is your friend still in the bathroom or what?
Yeah, my friend comes like out like 20 minutes later, and it feels like it's been forever. So, long story short, they wanted us to go back and like lay in the bed with them and watch a movie. So we went in their room. They didn't say that necessarily yet, but we went to the room and we were picking out a movie, and they said no to every single movie we picked. It took so long.
And
Anyways,
this entire time they're having you drink more and more and more?
No, the whole time when my friend was in the bathroom, they were having me drink. I'm telling you, when the bottle was almost empty, like I'm telling you. And I'm drinking because like I'm nervous and like I don't know how
What
to
was
like
the
react.
alcohol?
I'm not exactly sure. I'm pretty sure it was like vodka.
Okay. So you end up drinking most of a bottle of vodka. Now is your friend drinking too?
Yeah, he comes out and he takes a couple swigs of it. Yes.
Okay. So you guys are laying down, whatever. You're all in the bed. You're trying to watch a movie as opposed to going to the party. Like when did things change that you were no longer going to the party?
So apparently we were still going to the party, but it was later, and like I don't know. So they had us lay on opposite sides of the bed.
This is the third red flag.
So it was like one side I was next to Rafi, and then one side my friend was next to Sir the Star, and then we had a movie on, and then they started touching me, and like I told them no, like I'm not with that, and I texted my friend. I was like, do not leave me alone with him.
Now, so your friend, just to be clear, your friend is bi, right?
Yeah, my friend is bi, and he was also let them know that he was seeing Lorraine at the time. So Sir the Star
So
like
your
already
friend
knew.
is seeing Lorraine, all right?
Yes. It was like a low key.
I mean, you told me off air that you were straight. You had a girlfriend at the time. Is that true?
Yeah, I had a girlfriend at the time.
Okay, so you're straight, and you're telling them, "Hey guys, don't touch me. Like I'm not into any of this."
Yeah, no, I made that clear with them actually. I told them I had a girlfriend. I'm still dating the same girl.
So he repeatedly tells them he's in a straight relationship. But these guys are, as you'll find out, are still trying to pursue him.
So she's still your girlfriend.
Yeah.
Okay. So what happens next? What's the last thing you remember before you dozed off?
I remember I like was like feeling like, you know, like I've never felt something like that before. Like I'm feeling like, I'm gonna be honest, like I'm not feeling like super good, like dizzy and all this weird feeling like. And the last thing I remembered was I told him don't leave me alone with this guy because I don't feel right, because I'm not feeling good because like the alcohol. Next thing you know, like I'm in a separate room. I wake up in shock, like I'm panicking. Like I'm wearing like my boxers. They're cut up. Like I'm
Your
and
boxers has cuts on them.
Again, this is all alleged. But if this is to be believed, I think it's pretty obvious what had happened.
yeah, there's like holes on my boxers.
Okay. So you sent me a video of you and your friend leaving, and it's time stamped on August 7th, showing the building or whatever.
Yes.
You end up filing a police report and getting an R kit done. How does that happen? Who convinces you to do that?
My sister actually convinced me. I wasn't gonna tell anyone, honestly, because like I don't know, like when something like that happens, it's like usually people keep quiet, and
Especially since he's a dude. Let's be honest, they don't take male cases of assault as serious as they do female cases of assault, and both should be treated equally, but one takes precedence over the other, and it's a messy situation.
I don't know. It's like something like one of those situations where you don't know who to tell.
Right.
But my sister basically convinced me to go later that night. Like,
All right. So we have, it looks like they took property from you. Is this for the R kit or is this the police report?
Yeah, for the arcade.
Speaking of, good on Jeff. Good on Jeff for actually bringing this to the police first, doing the report and everything. Good on him for doing that because not a lot of people in his position would do that. They would just go straight to Twitter. But he was responsible with it. He actually made sure to go to the proper authorities first, and then he told his story.
Okay.
Yeah, but they took my underwear too. They have everything. They had I had makeup on my shirt. Took that into evidence.
You said something along the lines offline that, they had, some type of markings on your private area.
Yeah, so when you do a R kit, they shine a glow light and it shows you all the spots where saliva could potentially be or liquid. And there was some near my private
So
spots.
you're thinking you're passed out and they're performing, oral or something on you while you're passed out.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, this is some heavy stuff. All right. So I reached out to Sir the Star, and his response was that he wasn't even in the room with you. That you were in a room with just Rafi. I wasn't able to reach Rafi, but Sir the Star is saying that he knows nothing about this.
Yeah, but the thing is, it also happened to my friend too. We did the R kits together. We didn't know how to react and
So
stuff
you
like that.
and your friend both had this
Yes.
done. Okay.
Yes.
And you and your friend both filed police reports.
Jesus.
Everything. We did everything together.
And you and your friend are in the same esport organization.
Yes, sir. He's no longer a part of the team though. He got kicked a while ago.
So you didn't want to tell anyone, all right? And you were looking for someone to tell, for some help, some guidance, right? That's what you told me off air. And you went to the esport organization. What was the reaction from your esport organization known as XTRA Gaming?
Basically they told me not to tell anyone and I should just keep it to myself and let if I want to.
They told him to
Go
not
public with it,
tell
that I need to be, not have an
anyone
extra
to
in their
not
name
go
because it's gonna bring
public with
negative light on their
this.
name. And also, I honestly really like. Maybe
Sorry, I
hurt my
accidentally
feelings.
exited out there.
I'm not gonna lie.
One second. They told him to keep quiet about this situation because it would reflect negatively on the team. Shame on them. And you know what? Karma's a bitch. And to say that the organization is getting what they deserve, if all this is true, oh boy. Let's continue.
Because like I look up to these dudes.
Of course, that would hurt anyone's feelings being in this situation. So you did send in a screenshot of a text conversation between you and Conley. Now, who is Conley an extra?
He's one of the owners and founders of the team.
Okay, so you're talking to him directly. You're telling him in this text conversation that you want to tell your story and you want to go public. He says, I want you to post about it to tell your story. But the only problem is XTRA being associated with it is going to shine a ton of negative light on us.
Proof right there. These people are more concerned with their brand rather than their own individual members. And it's sick.
You respond saying, bet I won't post it. Why did you say you wouldn't post it after he said that?
Because I wasn't trying to lose like the position of the team I'm on because
He was afraid. To put it simply, he was afraid. He was in a position where he was pretty. I'll be honest. I've never heard of this organization till this controversy, but I would assume since they got a Razer sponsorship that they were semi successful. He's meeting up with other influencers. Probably is in a pretty decent position, and he didn't want to mess it up. And they're pressuring him into, think about it. This is bad for the organization. This is bad for the league. Like, stupid. I'm not calling Jeff stupid, by the way. I'm calling the people who run this organization's stupid.
I really like being a part of like Extra.
He then responds to you saying, but I don't want you to hold back your story because of Extra. So if you want to temporarily disassociate for the time being, you can do it on great terms. This is wild. Up to you. Don't want you to hold it in. Reading this, I'm at a loss for words. He's saying, hey, look, if you want to post your story about what happened to you, your SA story, you should probably leave the team. You know, leave the team, then tell the story, and then we'll remain on good terms. That's wild.
It's just like, I've been here forever, and there's no way like they don't like support me like that.
This is unbelievable. All right, so you sent me another video that your sister recorded. You're on a Discord call with your team.
This next part right here. This next part right here is very interesting because it shows just how, what's the word I'm looking for? Insensitive? How insensitive they are to the situation. How much they genuinely don't care about his story.
Team, your esports team, right? The owners are on there. Now, let me get this straight. The two owners are this Conley gentleman that sent you the lovely text message, and then this other gentleman, Sly, Extra Sly, correct?
Yes, sir.
These are the owners and investors or whatever.
Not the investors, but they're the owners. Yes, sir.
They're the owners of this esport organization. All right. You sent me a call that your sister recorded when you guys were on a Discord. And can you set this up for me? They're yelling at you for sharing your story with another team member because she's going to leak it because she has, in their words, loose lips. And this is unbelievable.
She's a friend. If you guys came to me and asked me for a relationship advice, I'd give you guys relationship advice.
I'm sorry, but like, she's a friend because of the business. So we need to like look at why she's a friend. She's a friend because of the business. And at the end of the day, she's kind of a liability at times of business. And all you guys are doing is fueling the liability. Think of it, the reason she's a liability is because she has loose lips. So that's
Do I even need to fucking point out how
That's shit. And you wanna know what not telling her shit does? It makes her not a liability anymore. But then you guys are telling her shit, which is making her a liability again. So it's like, it's just like not working, bro. Like, I'm telling you to stop. You can fucking talk to her. She says, hey, what's the weather near you? You can say it's fucking sunny, but that's about it, bro. I don't know why you guys are talking to her about you getting raped. Like, I didn't even tell her.
why are you telling her about you getting raped? Because how dare he? How dare he confide in a friend? How dare he? Sickening. Pure fucking sickening.
Fucking think about that. Like, bro, like, you actually, like,
Victim blaming.
like, have some respect for yourselves, guys.
Victim blaming by saying
Have some respect for yourselves. Don't be telling people that you got raped. Have some respect for yourself. Have respect for the business after all.
to have respect for yourself for telling people what's wrong.
I'm trying my heart out, trying to do things every day with extra. I'm almost sold into this shit.
Look at that. Look at that. Look at his face. It says it all.
What's wrong?
I'm trying my heart out, trying to do things every day with extra. I'm almost sold into this shit.
Unbelievable. So I reached out to Conley, one of the owners and founders of Extra, for a statement. This is what he had to say. We fully support and back Jeff. He has been with Extra since the early days. This situation happened some time ago, and we've been working closely with Jeff as local law enforcement conduct their investigation. SA is a sensitive and major issue that needs to be dealt with in full cooperation with proper law enforcement authorities. That's an interesting statement. What was your thoughts when you heard that statement? Because it seems like he...
My personal opinion, I'm smelling some bullshit. Smelling some bullshit.
They didn't really support you. They were telling you to be quiet And now all of a sudden they support you? It's very confusing.
I think that all of a sudden they support me since you made a tweet, and they look bad.
Because I made a public tweet asking for a statement based on the situation. This is unbelievable. Now, is there any updates with the police investigation, with any of that?
Nothing, honestly. LA County, like, I haven't got anything followed up, but I have all my paperwork and all the proof if you would like to see it. I think I've already sent it over to you.
Well, I am waiting on a response from Rafi and from Sir the Star. Sir the Star said that he was going to make a video response that I can include in this video. Unfortunately, I haven't had it yet, but we will stay on this story. And I'm sorry that all of this...
All right. So, yeah, pretty messed up situation, I would say. Pretty fucking messed up. Now, I'm sure you're wondering what's been happening with the organization themselves. RevCaps, hello, this is disturbing. Do you think he would be gone to his parents quickly, or did he? What the... Props to Jeff for reporting it to the police. X-Gaming, straight... Yeah, bees. You want to know what's been happening with these guys, and quite frankly, I'm not shedding a goddamn tear. Almost all their members, at least top members, are leaving. They lost their biggest sponsor, Razer. And by the way, I am not condoning, I'm not in support for people losing their sponsors over controversies. But in a situation like this where it's dealing with serious law, and I don't know, it seems Jeff has pretty definitive evidence. This isn't just him tweeting out saying, "Oh yeah, they definitely did this. Trust me, bro." Like he has the report backing him up on this. From what I've seen, he's not doing this strictly for clout. And Jesus. So many of their top members are leaving now. They disabled their website. They got rid of their Twitter account. And their biggest sponsor is done with them. It is over for them, I would say. Pretty much. Even if they're able to get another sponsor after this, no one's gonna want to associate themselves with this organization. No one with a no one with a functioning brain anyway. Because why would you want to associate with an organization such as this? How old is Jeff? If I'm correct, Jeff is 19 or 20. He's around. He's an adult, but he's below the drinking age, if I'm correct. This is an overall disgusting situation. And let me get the music back on. This absolutely disgusting. And yeah, Tipster on his live stream was showing all the evidence backing Jeff's side of the story as well. He had the raw files that Keemstar had before he did his drama alert, and we haven't really gotten a response from the two individuals involved. Now that's probably because it's not. I want to be clear with this. These are allegations at the end of the day. How I personally feel about the situation is irrelevant. They're most likely getting their lawyers involved so that way they can prepare for some case or lawsuit. That's probably why we haven't gotten a definitive response from these folks yet. Anyway, I'm going to put the I'm gonna get the next topic ready. Enjoy the music for a quick second. Forgot was muted. Sorry, guys. Sorry. All right, for this next topic, I gotta admit, I'm a bit excited for this one. It's a very small topic, but needless to say, I'm happy about this one. Hello Leash herself is indefinitely off the internet, and I can't say I feel too bad about that. Let's read it. Hello there, just an update so you're not in the dark. I'm off of YouTube indefinitely. Same goes for social media, both Twitter and Instagram. I hope you're all doing well and take care. Oh, this is good because she tried going so hard at the community, talking about how everyone involved is racist, homophobic, etc. And when it was revealed that she has said those words plenty of times herself, yeah, you know, she wasn't too happy about it. She made an apology video, which, let's be honest, was not the best whatsoever, because in my opinion anyway, they were crocodile tears. In my opinion, they were 100% crocodile tears. And, well, turns out it wasn't just that one time. They found several karaoke videos of her singing along with the N-word and the F-slur. Now, in my humble opinion, that isn't bad. As long as you're singing along with the song and you're not trying to be hateful, I see no problem with it. My problem came with how she was trying to portray other people who have not said those words in a very negative light. She should have just stood her ground and addressed the issue at hand. Running off is like cutting yourself in a pool full of sharks. Yeah, dude. Once the community got a hold of information, man, well, she shouldn't have tried to start anything in the first place, because like this, to give a retrospective, this all started out when she made a post talking about how, oh, Gabby is she's only talking to straight white drama channels, right? No. Gabby was talking to the commentary community because the commentary community was the only community that was really hearing her side of the story out. Which the T community definitely was not. And, well, yeah. Although, if I'm being honest, I think given the situation... Oh, I also forgot to mention too, it was revealed that she was treating her fan base very poorly, I might add. She was treating them like they were her personal therapist while not listening to her own community's problems. And when they were trying to say, hey, maybe you can handle the situation like this or like this, she did not listen whatsoever. So it appears she doesn't have a good time hearing criticism in general. Now, that's, like I said, that was a very short topic. On to the next one. Our next topic is about Shadman. Now, if you guys don't know who Shadman is, let's just say he draws art that is borderline illegal. That's like the best way I can talk about it without like risking this getting taken down. I highly recommend that you watch Turkey Tom's video on him. But needless to say, he has been an infamous member of the YouTube community for quite a while. Well, he was arrested because of an assault with a deadly weapon. That's right, folks. Now, we don't know the exact details of the case as of yet, but if I'm being honest, I'm not shedding a tear for him. I know he's not being arrested for the art specifically, but if it puts him behind bars and far away from his drawing tablet, I don't care, quite frankly. Also, too, Technicals just released a new video, which I highly recommend you also check out. Let's see, we're about hitting the 40-minute mark. I just wanted to make a quick stream to get my thoughts and opinions on the main situation out of the way. Thank you all for watching. Anyway, this is Nerdy John, signing out. Have a good one. And, if I'm being honest, I just don't give a fuck anymore. So, let's play that outro, baby.
Tried, and I've tried even more. I've cried, and I can't recall what for. I pressed, I pushed, I've yelled, I begged in hopes of some success. But the inevitable fact is that it never will impress. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have runneth dry. I've tried to go fuck shopping, but there's no fucks left to buy. I've no more fucks to give, though more fucks I've tried to get. I'm over my fuck budget and I'm now in fucking debt. I strive to get everything done. I've played by all the rules, but I've very rarely won. I've smiled, I've charmed, I've wooed and laughed, alas to no avail. I've run round like a moron to unequivocally fail. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck fuse has just blown. I've been hunting for my fucks all day, but they've upped and fucked off home. I've no more fucks to give, my fuck rations are depleted. I've rallied my fuck army, but it's been fucking defeated. The effort has just not been worth the time or the expense. I've exhausted all my energy for minimal recompense. The distinct lack of acknowledgement has now begun to gall, and I've come to realize that I don't give a fuck at all. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have flown away. My fucks are now so fucked off they refuse to fucking stay. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have gone insane. They've come back round and passed me while they're fucking off again. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all dissolved. I've planned many projects, but my fucks won't be involved. I've no more fucks to give, my fucks have all been spent. They fucked off from the building and I don't know where they went. I've no more fucks to give.